Let's talk with one of those conservatives about the Speaker's race and the chaos in the House, Republican Congressman Raul Labrador of Idaho, a member of the Freedom Caucus. Congressman, good to see you as always.
It's great to be here.
So, would Speaker Ryan be acceptable to you and your fellow members of the Freedom Caucus?
You know, if you remember, a couple of days ago, we made a selection. We're standing behind Daniel Webster.
Daniel Webster of Florida.
And our Freedom Caucus decided to endorse him. Paul Ryan is not a declared candidate yet. If he declares his candidacy, I think we're going to expect him to also come talk to us like he's talking to everybody else and to answer some questions, because it's not about the who. I think Paul Ryan is a wonderful member of Congress. He's probably the smartest guy that we have in the conference on a lot of different issues. It's about the what.
What are these concessions? What are you guys looking for? What does the Freedom Caucus want?
What we're asking for is that the process is opened up a little bit more. So right now, the Speaker's office decides what bills are going to go to the floor. They decide what amendments are going to be allowed. I served in the Idaho legislature for 4 years. The Speaker of the House didn't control everything. It was my job as an individual member of Congress to get the committee to like my bill. If they liked my bill, then I had to go to the floor and get the whole House floor to like my bill. Then I had to run over to the Senate and get the Senate to like my bill. Over here, if you kiss the ring, if you're a buddy of the Speaker's, then your bill will be heard on the floor. If you're not, then your amendments are not allowed. And I think we're just asking for a more open process. We just want people to be treated the same and have the opportunity to have our ideas heard. And the irony is that most members of the conference, even those that are mad at us right now, they want the same thing.
Well, most members of the Congress, there's about, there are 245 House Republicans, and the Freedom Caucus is anywhere from 30 to 50, depending on...
It's 40.
40 officially, but you also have allies, and some of your members are not as committed as you are, for example. So 30 to 50, we'll say. The 200 are mad at all the chaos.
That's not true.
That's not true?
That's not true. You have just as many on the Freedom Caucus that are, really vocal about the changes. You have about the same number that are mad at us. The people in between, they're actually coming to us and saying, can we figure out a way, because we agree with your demands. We agree with the things that you guys are talking about. In fact, I had a senior member of Congress who's been here for a long time who told me yesterday, the things you guys are asking for, I've been trying to change for the last 20 years. We just haven't been able to do it.
But the 200 or so are never going to support Daniel Webster for Congress. So for Speaker, I mean, as a compromise, could you agree to Paul Ryan?
We can agree to a compromise. I'm not going to sit here on national TV and endorse somebody who I haven't talked to about the Speaker's race. I've talked to Paul many, many times. He and I have a very good relationship. He and I have talked about immigration. I even talked to him yesterday about whether he was going to run for Speaker, but he hasn't made a decision. So I think that relationship is long-standing from the first day that I was in the House, but he's going to be held to the same standard. That's the problem. We can't all of a sudden say we're going to hold Paul Ryan to a different standard that we have held every other member of Congress.
All right. Hope you come back and talk more about this. I don't think the story is ending anytime soon. Congressman Raul Labrador, thank you so much.